Hi everyone, I am Harshvardhan, an artificial intelligence engineer, and you are watching another web guy YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about dictionaries in Python. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. A dictionary is an unordered, changeable and indexed collection. In Python, dictionaries are written inside a curly bracket having key value pair. So for example, I will say dictionary 1 having key 1 as the key, and for the value we have value 1, and then we will give comma, and then we will say key 2 having some value 2. And now let's check the type of Dict 1. Okay, it's Dict, and now it's in form of Dict, that means dictionary. We can access the item of a dictionary by referring to its key name inside the square bracket. For example, I will say Dict 1, and then inside the square bracket we have to give the key, so I will say key 1. So for key 1 we have value 1 as the value. That's what we got here. We can also grab the value using this technique. I will say Dict 1, and then I will give a period, and then I will specify the key, so I will say key 1. We can also access an item in the dictionary by using get method. For example, I will say dict1.get, I will say key 2, so it will give me value 2. We can change the value of a specific item by referring to its key name. For example, I will define a dictionary. I will say dictionary 1 is equals to having element brand, and for brand we have Ford, and then we will define a model, and for model we have Mustang, and then the year is 1964. So let's grab the year and change its value to 2018. So I will say Dict 1, I will grab this 1964, so I will say year as the key and change it to 2018. Let's check Dict 1. You can see that we got brand Ford, model Mustang, and year is 2018. We can loop through the dictionary by using a for loop. When looping through a dictionary, the return value will be the key of the dictionary. For example, I will say for keys, or it's better to say I, in Dict 1, print I. So you can see that we got output of brand, model and year, and these three items are the key of this dictionary 1. To grab the value, you can do like this: for keys in Dict 1, print the Dict 1, and I will say keys. That means I am using this keys as the key to grab the value. Let's run this cell, and you can see that we got then output as the values of these keys present inside this dictionary. So it is Ford, Mustang and 2018. We also have values method that will return values of a dictionary. For example, we will say for x in Dict 1 dot values, and I will say print x. Now you can see that again we got the output which are the value of this dictionary 1. To loop through both keys and values, we will use items method. So for example, I will say for key and value dictionary 1 dot items, I will say print key and value. So you can see that for brand we have Ford, for model we have Mustang, and for the year we have 2018. And this method is called tuple unpacking. Here we have unpacked the tuple, so I should say dict 1 dot items, and now you can see that we got dictionary item and these are in form of tuple. So using this method we have just unpacked this tuple into two different elements. One is key and another one is value. To determine if a specified key is present in the dictionary, we will use in keyword. So for example, I will say brand in dictionary 1. That's true. And I will check also year 1 in dictionary 1. That's false because we have year, not year 1. To determine how many items present inside a dictionary, or you can say key value pair present in the dictionary, we will use a len function. I will say len of dict1 and we got output of 3. To add a new item in the dictionary, we will use a new indexed key assigning a value to it. For example, I will say dict1 having a new key. So it will be key1 having value 1. So let's run this and check dict1. You can see that here is key1 and value 1 which we have created here. To remove an item, we can use pop method. For example, I will say dict1 and I will say pop and I have to specify the key. So I will say key1 is to be popped out. So its value is returned. Let's check dict1. Now we have only 3 key value pairs. One is brand, model and year. We can also use del keyword to remove a key value pair. For example, I will say del, then dict1 and I will say model. Let's check dict1. Now we have only brand and year. We can use clear method to empty the dictionary. For example, I will say dict1.clear. Let's check dict1. Now we have no element inside that dictionary. So let's recreate this dictionary. I will say dict1 having elements. So I will just run this cell and check the dict1. Great. We cannot copy a dictionary by simply typing dictionary 2 is equal to dictionary 1. That means dictionary 2 is equals to dictionary 1 because that dictionary 2 will be only a reference to dictionary 1. Any changes made in dictionary 1 will automatically be reflected in dictionary 2. So for example, I will say dict1.pop and I will remove brand, and if I check dictionary 2, you can see that we also have removed brand from dictionary 2. So we need to create a deep copy. So I will say dictionary 2 is dictionary 1.copy. Now let's check dictionary 2. We have 2 elements, and now in dictionary 1 I will pop the year. Now let's check dictionary 2 again. You can see that we have 2 elements, model and year. So the changes made in dictionary 1 is now not reflected in dictionary 2. There is another method to copy a dictionary. So I will say dictionary 3 is dictionary of dict2. Now let's check dict3. It's the dictionary of dict2 and I will say dict2.pop and I will pop out model. Let's check dictionary 3 again. You can see that the changes made in the dictionary 2 is now not reflected in the dictionary 3. We can also use the dict constructor to create a new dictionary. For example, I can say dict1 is dict and then we have to say key1 having value 1, key2 having value 2 and key 3 having value 3. Let's check dict1. Now you can see that we got an output having dictionary of key value pairs. Note that keyword are not string literals. That means here these are not string literals, and also we have used this equal to sign rather than this colon sign. So that's all for this lecture. See you in the next one.